Good morning.
Oh, I like the new intro. What do you guys think? Is that cool or what?
We were just looking at that.
Well, and it's funny.
First time
We were
seen it.
talking about this, the fact that this is our 20th episode,
can you
guys.
believe
You've been watching us for 5 months
I know.
straight. So I love the new intro. That's a great way to celebrate. Thank you, Hannah.
It is. Thanks so much, Hannah. We
absolutely love
really
it.
appreciate that.
It was well worth waiting for.
Yeah,
So-
it really, really was. So
and because this is our 20th episode, we have still another phenomenal
we do, don't
show coming up that
We
you guys
do,
are
we
really going to enjoy. I'll
Yeah.
tell you what, you're about to meet the 3 most amazing young ladies you've probably ever heard
Yeah.
about. I mean,
Yep.
these gals are just incredible, okay? They are 11, 14, and 16. And they have their own coffee shop and bakery
yes,
in Gatlinburg.
and soon to be even a candy shop. So
Yeah,
we'll-
the 11-year-old is opening a candy because, you know, she's bored. You know.
Yeah, really. Now, before we get started, we just want to make sure that we invite you to share and like. And in fact, we already have Joseph Edney says, "Good morning from Asheville." So good morning,
Hey!
Joseph. I'm so glad you could join us. So make sure that you, and if you have any questions, just
You're going to want to ask these
Yeah,
gals
'cause
something.
this is
They are
just
just
great
absolutely amazing. But
Yeah.
wait till we can't wait to introduce you, so we're not going to.
no, let's
Okay, let's bring
get
our-
started.
Yes. Okay. From, let's see, I guess it would be left to right. It is Riley, Ryan, Grace, and Reese from the Gatlinburg Grind and Bakery. Say hello, girls. And like we said, these amazing young ladies, in addition to having school, in addition to being cheerleaders, in addition to doing all the normal things that teenagers do, happen to run their own business, which is the Gatlinburg Coffee Grind and Bakery. And we got to tell you, we were up there yesterday,
Yes.
and Ryan
yes.
Grace, the one in the center there, made us the most incredible coffee.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah. You
and
had. what
I,
did you
I
have?
had the amaretto.
And I had
Oh,
chocolate.
Amaretto latte.
and I
and
had
she-
chocolate,
Oh,
which was wonderful.
Ah,
yeah.
I mean-
Absolutely.
I'm very glad you guys enjoyed it.
Oh, we did it. Well, you know, and Mrs.
Oh.
Claus loves chocolate, so
yeah, well, who doesn't?
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah, so just absolutely incredible. It's the cutest little shop, and
Yeah.
it's right in the Glades, which is the arts and crafts
community in
of
Gatlinburg.
Gatlinburg. So
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you guys are going to have to stop there and try this because it's just incredible. But okay, so how in good Lord's name did you guys come up with the idea of starting a coffee shop?
Well, our family has kind of always been involved with the arts and crafts community, our grandparents, and it's just like where our family has always grown up and stuff like that. And I and a friend were just driving around one night because that's what we do for fun. If you're a teenager in Gatlinburg, you drive around. And so we were thinking, and we were like, we just really want a place that we know is safe and we know is a good place to go and just hang out. And the closest place that we have to that is either going downtown Gatlinburg or going all the way to Pigeon Forge or Sevierville.
Right.
So we saw that there was a little shop open in the Glades, and we thought that it would be a good idea.
Why coffee? I mean,
mean-
ordinarily, yeah, I mean, when I was a teenager, it was a blessed event if I got a cup of coffee.
Well,
you know?
that's true. I was
I
more
didn't-
milkshakes.
Yeah,
and such.
yeah,
So,
milkshakes or sodas.
of course,
so.
it is a new generation.
It is an entirely new, and they're smarter than we were, so they start earlier. But seriously, why coffee?
Well, the closest coffee that you can get on the way to school or work or whatever is McDonald's, and Starbucks is all the way downtown, so we would have
Right.
to drive all the way down there and then back towards the school. So we thought it had been a bakery, We had just bought a coffee roasting business for my brother. So we thought, why not coffee? Like, there's nothing like that in the arts and crafts community. There never really has been. So we just thought it would be a good idea.
Well, I'll tell you, it's not only a good idea, but it's darn good coffee, too. now, Reese, talk about how do you guys roast the beans? Because you roast the beans yourselves.
Yes, sir.
How do you do that?
Well, right now, until we get super good at it, we've only been just roasting our beans on a popcorn popper.
On a popcorn popper.
Yes, sir.
Now, see, that's why we don't have a popcorn popper. I never thought about roasting beans.
We didn't know that, and we love coffee, and so that may be something to look into, But yeah.
So, how did you come up with the popcorn popper idea? I mean,
Well, our brother originally roasted all of his coffee beans and grinded them fresh in missionary whenever he was in the Air Force. He and his buddy started that, and then he came home, got married, and had 4 kids. And so it was just too much for him.
Yeah, there's more than these 3. I mean, there's 3 more besides them, and some of them got families of their own right now.
Yeah.
We even have one of the little grandkids here. So, but anyway, go ahead.
No, I was going to say, why don't we back up a little bit and just tell us a little bit, reintroduce yourself so our visitors, our audience knows who you are, and your age, if you don't mind, because we want everybody to know how old you are and what you do at the coffee shop and bakery. So yeah, let's just go ahead and do that.
I'll start. I'm Reese. I am 11, soon to be 12, but 11 for now. And my mom does some of the baking whenever I need her help. But she's taught me most of it, and now I do almost all of the baking.
Wow.
For the coffee shop.
Wow.
Yes.
And I just want to interject right now, that's very impressive, because when you see the baked goods, we're talking a lot more. Not that cookies are bad, we love cookies, but wait till you see what she bakes. It's just amazing.
Yeah,
So-
we're going to get to that later in this segment
Yeah.
here, because they brought us some goodies. So, and we're going to share.
Yeah.
Not literally.
No.
Sorry, folks. SARS. Anyway, okay, so Ryan Grace.
So I'm Ryan Grace. I'm 16. I'll be a junior at GP this year, and I am a manager and owner for the Gatlinburg Grind. So I usually do the schedules, and I also work most of the time in the actual coffee shop. So I'm the barista.
And you actually have a friend of yours. We met Elizabeth yesterday.
Isabella.
I'm sorry.
Yes.
Isabella,
sorry.
yeah.
My good friend works with us too at the coffee shop.
So you actually even have other people that are working with you
Yes.
when you can't be there.
Yes.
Okay. And Riley?
Okay, I'm Riley. I'm 14 and I'll be a sophomore this year. And I am also a barista. So I do like different shifts in the coffee shop. I have a very busy schedule, so it kind of depends on what I'm doing, but I also make coffees and grind coffees and roast them. So.
And how do you guys do all of this with school and with schedule? I mean, I know that you're not open like a Starbucks is as far as hours, but how do you kind of work this out between the 3 of you?
So this summer, it's kind of hard making a schedule, but we have a book that we just write every little thing down in, and so that's what I go by to make the schedule. And I say, well, Riley has basketball on this day, and I have cheer on this day, so we just kind of mix it up and do whatever we can to do that.
And you guys just kind of cover each other's shifts and
Right.
do what
Right.
you wow. That's got to get confusing
It
sometimes.
takes a lot of
Yeah.
communication to
Takes a
keep
lot
it
of
straight.
communication, for
I
sure.
bet it does.
And what about like when you have like tests and that kind of thing? I mean, does that throw a monkey wrench into the whole
We
works?
haven't
Or?
been completely open for when school starts yet.
Oh, okay.
So we're still actually in the process of working on the hours for when school does start and everything like that. But that's how it's been for this summer, and
And you guys are getting busier.
very
Yes,
much.
sir.
Definitely.
I mean, first of all, who doesn't love coffee? Who doesn't love
Bacon.
really good coffee? And then,
bacon
yeah, the
sweets,
baked goods.
the
Oh,
sweets.
my.
Yes.
Again, we had a little sampling yesterday, and
We-
oh my.
We did.
So-
Now tell us, what's your favorite part of this? And well, actually, let's do both. What's your favorite part, and what do you think is the hardest part of running a shop on your own?
Whoever feels like talking first.
So,
Oh wait, do you want to go?
yes, please. So my favorite part of having the coffee shop is probably just being able to like I used to like help my mom around in the office because she also owns a wedding business. So I used to like help her with flowers and stuff, but like being able to actually like have like an ownership of something and like be a part and like actually get paid and stuff like that, that kind of made me feel like I was a little more mature.
Especially for 11 years old. I don't even want to tell you what I was doing at 11, so, but anyway.
Well, and you must love to bake because that's
Yes,
your
ma'am.
part of it, huh?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
So it gets a little stressful sometimes, but I like it takes a little bit of time, but I just like making things and then especially tasting them.
That's always the fun part of that, isn't there?
There's always an upside, and that's it.
Yeah, that's got to be one of the upsides.
And you have to taste something when you make it. You gotta know how
Absolutely,
it
you
came.
gotta make sure it's good.
That's right. That's
Absolutely.
right. Yeah, my mother even taught me that. You need to taste it.
Yes,
So
ma'am.
yeah.
Okay, Ryan.
Well, I mean, besides having fresh ground coffee whenever you want, I think the best part for me is being able to actually go and work and show people what I've done and be able to tell about our story and stuff like that, just to tourists that come by and grab coffee. It's just really nice to be able to show off what we've done.
Well, and all three of
Absolutely,
you
yeah.
should have an absolute sense of pride for what you've
Right.
done already. I mean, it's just amazing.
Thank
so,
you.
Thank you.
Riley.
My favorite part would have to be I've always been very introverted and shy and scared to talk to people. So it's really helped me come out of my shell a little bit because
Sure.
serving all the customers and
Sure.
talking to them, it's really helped me become more well-spoken and less afraid to really get out there and talk to people. So I really enjoy that and getting to know customers and stuff like that. So
And again, and I mentioned this earlier, but we're going to get into it right now. You know, Reese is so bored with the little bit that she does
Yeah.
that she has now decided she is going to open a candy store called the Sugar Shack.
Yes,
the Sugar
sir.
Shack. Yeah.
Tell us about it.
So basically, I'm going to have a bunch of nostalgic candies. So like candies from the 80s and stuff like that. Just kind of stuff that will bring back memories. So like a mom with her kids will walk in there and be like, "Oh, I remember this." Stuff like that. And I'm also excited to learn about some new candies. But I really just kind of wanted a place that, because like coffee is fine, okay? Coffee is great. But candy is more of an 11-year-old's thing, I feel like.
Oh, yeah, and I would agree with you. Yes.
That's a good way to put it.
So instead of like going to the coffee shop after school, I'll be able to just head down to the candy store, just sit in there, do my homework on my little desk, and whenever a customer comes in, I'll be able to help them out.
I have a funny feeling she's going to be putting the homework aside.
Pretty busy, yeah. And I understand you even have a cotton candy machine.
Yes, sir. Or yes, ma'am. I'm sorry.
That's
We're going to have cotton candy, and we're also going to have some sodas maybe, and the little candies. So the cotton candy is kind of hard to make. The first time I made it, it went everywhere and flew up into the air. So that was fun to clean up. But yeah, it's pretty exciting.
Well, that does sound exciting, doesn't it?
It absolutely does.
And
Our executive producer Bob is sitting there going, God, these guys, what a great idea! What a
Yeah.
and
Felicia has joined us too, I think.
Oh yeah, hey Felicia, how are you,
Yeah,
my dear?
yeah,
Good
so-
to see you this morning. So now, when you talk about nostalgia candies and stuff, Reese, I mean,
Yes,
you're
sir.
talking my lingo here. Are we talking like? Are we going to have like Hard Rock candy, or are we going to have?
I think it's gonna be. We're getting some taffy from Old Smoky Candy Kitchen.
Oh, how nice!
So it's kind of gonna be like local wholesale type things. We're also going to have just like the Big League Chew stuff. So we're gonna have some of the newer stuff and some of the old stuff. We're gonna have lollipops. We're probably gonna have some rock candy. And it's such a tiny little shop that we're doing it in. So
Right.
half of it's going to be storage for the coffee shop, which makes it even smaller for me. So we bought in like 10 things of shelf sets to enable in order to fit all the candy on the shelves. But
I got to tell you, we were at the store yesterday,
Yes.
the Gatlinburg grind,
Got a little sneak preview there.
and Megan, their mom, showed us the kitchen that these guys work out of, and I mean they bake all their goods there. They
Yes.
do all the coffees there.
And it's teeny tiny.
I mean, we are talking something. My elves would feel cramped in this. It is so tiny. We're talking a kitchen sink. They have 3 sinks because they have to do a wash, a rinse, and
sanitation.
and a sanitation.
That's it. Yeah, yeah.
I'll tell you, this cup could almost, be bigger. It is just, and it's amazing what they turn out from this teeny tiny little kitchen. How do you do that? I mean, I couldn't work like, in such a tight quarters. I'd hurt myself.
Trust me, we do.
It happens.
Well, I think actually what we could do is we could take a short break, and when we come back, we'll talk about some of the baked goods that they're making, and we'll have advantage.
Yeah, you gotta see some of the stuff that they turn out. You won't believe that comes out of this teeny tiny little kitchen. So we'll be right back. Hello. You may recognize us from Mountain Fun Life TV show Storytime with Santa and Mrs. Claus. And here are the stories that bring the TV show to life. This Santa's Elf series of children's books features wonderful rhyme and beautiful corner-to-corner illustrations and include a special message from Santa at the end of each story. I wrote the books and Mrs. Claus did the artistry. Available in hard and soft covers, these books are available wherever great children's books are sold, or online or at our website, thenorthpolepress.com. There are 7 already published and more on the way. So pick up 1 or more of these books and read them to your kids today.
Being a successful business is a lot of work, especially when you have to design your own media projects and advertisements. Let us take care of your media needs. We offer a large variety of services such as photography, videography, print magazine, live streaming, and so much more. Contact our marketing today for a free initial consultation. Email marketing@mountainfunlife.com. We look forward to working with you.
Parrot Mountain. This attraction has it all, whether you're 2 years old or 90 years young, with hundreds of beautiful tropical birds and thousands of flowers, plants, and trees. Folks who visited our park have said, "I've never seen this many birds in one place. This must be what the Garden of Eden was like. The most beautiful and peaceful place I have ever been. These gardens rival the best. The best value in the Smokies. You'll want to visit Parrot Mountain and Gardens. Call or visit us online. We'll see you there."
Hello, I'm Joe Moore, TV host on Mountain Fun Life Channel and the international multi-award winning author. As co-host of Storytime with Santa and Mrs. Claus, I draw on my writings describing the North Pole and all its adventures from my Santa Claus trilogy. Each book in the set will provide you hours of thrilling, delightful fantasy that will return you to being a child again. Available in hardcover, softcover, or digitally, these books can be purchased wherever fine books are sold, or if you want an autographed copy through the NorthPolePress.com. Pick up one or all three of the books and believe again. It's almost like I never left.
I know. Except we have some wonderful goodies
This
here in front of us. And
this is what I'm talking about.
Yes.
I mean,
Yes.
look at this. All right. So you guys got to help us out a little bit.
I'm going to get this up a little bit so you can see. So let's talk about the bagel first.
Okay.
And so we've got to look at this bagel. It's just absolutely gorgeous. So you make your own bagels too.
Yes, ma'am.
And I know how complicated that. Give us a little quick rundown. What do you have to do to make a bagel?
Well, you make the dough, and then of course you have to let them sit and rise and everything like that. And then you go and you have to boil them, and the water is the secret to a good bagel.
Okay.
So
When you say that, what do you mean by the water? Is it a special kind of water or a certain temperature? Or?
In New York, people say that their water, it has to be good New York water. It's not the water, it's what's in the water that matters. So you put your special ingredient, that is disclosed information. I'm just
Okay.
and then you boil your bagels, and then you take it out, and we do a couple of different ones. So you add whatever toppings you'd like, and then you stick them in the oven. And
I saw you made jalapeno bagels the other day.
Yes.
And what
Very good.
kind is this morning?
Is this a plain?
This is a plain, I believe.
A plain.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
We also have 2 special cream cheeses for you.
Aha.
Aha.
Oh, indeed.
They do?
We have.
Okay. There's one for you. There's one for me. Oh, I know it's in here. Blueberries.
Blueberries, and this one is, I don't know, but it looks like
Oh, that's terrible.
peach or something. Let's see what that is. What is that? I'd like to take a little taste of that.
Ooh.
Oh. Oh, that's
Okay,
good.
so,
I'm not sure, but it's good.
I
okay,
believe
girls.
that one's a preserves. So it has like apricots.
Is it sweet? Is it sweet or
peaches.
savory?
Yeah, sweet.
Okay.
That's why you could
Yeah.
guess there's a whole bunch of different
Yeah,
kinds of preserves in there.
Oh, that's good.
Oh.
That's good. Okay, so then we have, look at this, which is oozing, I might say. Oozing.
And I tasted the ooze. It's good ooze.
Yeah,
I mean, oh
caramel.
my God, look
Look
at that. Oh,
yes. What was that? Now let me put that back down.
oh,
And that is,
Which one is it?
this one is the
with the pecans on it.
That is a cinnamon
That's a
pecan
cinnamon
roll.
the
Yes.
cinnamon pecan roll.
I told their mom, Megan, yesterday, I said, I would eat the bark off a cinnamon tree. And I absolutely, I love cinnamon. So I think everything except the bagel has cinnamon in it. And bless you guys. Thank you so much.
I know.
And so now, is this the maple pecan bar?
I believe
Yes,
it
sir.
is.
And
We
then
had
have-
that
yes,
yesterday.
this we
Oh
had-
my gosh.
This we had yesterday.
And it was a
Which
it was a
was
day old,
just-
which I don't normally talk about, but the fact
Yeah.
was And the old
Just
was
fabulous. Absolutely fabulous with the pecans and the maple.
Look,
just,
look at the inside, the nougat.
I know,
Oh.
I know. This was just wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. And then on the corner here,
Is that what I think it is?
it's
It
like
is an apple fritter.
an apple fritter.
Oh my God.
Look at this. I mean, so as we were saying before,
My favorite, one of my absolute favorites is apple
and then we
fritters.
have a little cannoli here, I think, right?
Oh yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, so we have the cannoli.
Now, are those things as hard to make as they look? I mean, I should ask you, but because you're the baker, but how tough is that to make?
So the cannoli cream is basically just like a sweetened ricotta cheese, and then we put in
Chocolate chips.
yes, chocolate chips and a little bit of like heavy whipping cream type thing to make the mixture. And then I'm not really sure how to make the breading on the outside yet because that's a little bit more advanced, and so that's more of a
What your mom
head
does.
baker
Oh, you'll
thing.
have to be 12 to learn that.
Well, and then
Filling
this
those
morning we have
Oh,
a special
yeah.
treat.
Yeah,
And these
you gotta
are-
explain these. I mean,
You know what?
I
this
think I've seen them, but I've
I
never
think you could
actually
even
had one.
taste
I'm
without
gonna
getting
try.
too messy here.
Maybe.
So they
They
are
look
brand
awfully
new on our
rich.
menu. They're called Italian
Oh.
sandwich cookies.
Oh, really good.
I'm not sure how to make them yet. That's still a
Really,
head baker
really good.
thing.
Oh my gosh,
They're amazing.
they are. They really, really are. Oh,
Oh,
fabulous.
oh my God. Oh, that's, yeah. And of course, I hate chocolate.
Didn't know that was possible.
Oh my God.
It isn't. Trust me. Now, one of the things that,
Put that out there,
oh,
too.
wait till you taste these,
Oh.
folks. I'll tell you. And again, we had the maple bar yesterday, and these will not last 10 minutes after the
No.
show closes.
No, we have a lot of Hannah, including
Hannah, which one do you want?
We'll be fighting
You have a
over the goodness
preference?
when we're done.
You
always.
can't have the apple fritter. That's mine. But anyway, now, if this isn't remarkable enough, if the coffee isn't remarkable enough, they are also, these young ladies are working on a 501c3, a charity called KIND, K-I-N-D, which is Kids in Need of Direction. Tell us about it. Explain this.
Okay, so we had an incident in my class, and one of their kids got really hurt. And we just thought this kid that did it is perceived as a really bad kid. But then we realized he just grew up in a really bad environment. And that's the way it is with so many kids here and so many kids everywhere, that people just perceive them as bad people or bad kids, or their bad behavior is because of them, but it's really because of how they grew up and
Their
how they
lack
were
of
raised.
direction.
Like
Mm-hmm.
their lack of direction, kids in need of direction. So we just started this in hope to just really help that and help those kids.
Now, what's your big challenge with it right now? You guys...
So right now, one of the other reasons that we have started the coffee shop, I'm not sure if it was really a reason as to why we started it, but it's definitely something
It kind of
that
grew
is-
out of it.
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
So we're actually, instead of going to our parents and asking them, could we please get money for an attorney to create our own 501c3, we want to raise that money ourselves, and we want to put it upon ourselves to do that. So,
Hear that, kids? You can do things on your own. You don't always have to reach into mom and dad's pockets
Yeah.
or purses.
That's
But
true. That's
anyway,
true.
but I am sorry. Didn't mean to interrupt.
You're fine. So we're trying to save up the money from the coffee shop that we're making to do that.
We're also doing portraits to raise money. So, I mean, we would stay 6 feet apart and everything.
Uh-huh.
But basically, we would go take a picture of your family, just like on your porch. So you would go outside and we would take a picture of you. That way we don't go into your home or anything just because
And
of
that way
the
there's no
corona.
contact.
But there's no contact, and we would basically just take a picture of your family. You can keep the pictures, but that's how we would be making money. That's one of the ways.
So you charge for the photography of that?
Yes, sir.
Oh, okay. Like
We
a little
get-
donation kind of
Yeah.
thing?
Yes, sir.
We get the family to dress up, and instead of going and doing an actual photo session of us posing them, we say, okay, and then we stand off of the porch and we let them be on their porch so that they don't come out of their home and we don't go in.
Huh.
And that way,
That's
And
a
they
good
can do it
idea.
without masks and that kind of
Yes.
thing as well.
Yeah. So that's a
Okay.
good idea, isn't it?
Well,
I mean, and one of the things that we'd also like to tell you is that in addition to going to the coffee shop and the bakery, that you can also do special donations to Kind. So if you're so moved to help them out, then they would be happy to accept the donation there at the store as well.
Yep, absolutely. And what a great thing that these gals are doing, and they're trying to help others their age to move on and to become
Yes.
better citizens
Yes.
and better people themselves. And what a great example they are setting. I am so proud,
Yes.
as is Mary. The three of you are just absolutely astounding. I just don't even know what to say. I'm
Well,
Thank you
so
very
moved
much.
certainly wonderful
Thank
with
role
what
models.
you guys are doing.
Yeah,
Wow.
wonderful
I really
role models
appreciate
for your age group. Now, one of the things I want to do is I want to share, as we always do, their website.
Which of course they have. They have a website
Of
as
course
well
they
as
do.
a shop,
Yes,
and
yes,
yeah.
yes. So it is.
So if your mouth isn't watering enough,
you
take
get
a garner and
yeah,
say,
you
"Go
get
ahead,
to
Hannah, put that up there."
see
So-
these.
Oh my gosh! Will you look at that? So
It's the Gatlinburg Grind. That's GATLINBURGGRIND.com. And you can actually get some close-ups, as you can see there, of some of the goodies that they have. Now, girls, if you would share the address of your store on the Glades.
yeah, where you at?
So it's 6. You can do it.
680 Glades Road. So 680 Glades Road.
Okay.
So if you know where the blinking powder mill light is, which a lot of people do, or that statuary. it's right
Okay.
there.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Know the
Okay.
statuary
Yes.
shop.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, and then you're like right across the street
Right
from that
across the street.
catacomb.
Yes, sir.
There's even a public restroom there, which is very clean. We
Yes, yes.
investigated that yesterday
Yeah.
too.
Yeah,
So-
we did. And now tell us what hours and I know you're working on this, so what I would suggest is that and they also have a Facebook page, that you check either on Facebook or on their website to verify what hours. But what hours are you open right now?
so at the moment we're open from 7:30 to 2:00. However, next week from the 10th to the 14th, we will be closed to go take a little bit of family time.
Okay.
Oh, well, I guess you're allowed. But and then after the 14th, what's the plan? And
We're working on
You're
that a
working
little
on
bit
that,
right now. Yes.
Okay.
again,
So-
little things like school and growing
Yes.
up are getting in the way.
Yes.
You know, I mean,
No.
Well,
Wow.
and I think the other thing we should point out too is that this is a good Christian place to stop at, and so for even local kids, if you want a place to come and have a really, really good cup of coffee and something sweet, you should really check that out too, huh?
not to mention a little inspiration.
Yes,
Boy,
very
I'll tell you, if
inspirational,
these three
yes.
can't inspire you, there's no hope for you. I mean, that is just absolutely incredible. You guys are absolutely amazing. So, all right, I gotta ask, just because I'm curious, what are you guys gonna do when you actually get older?
Yeah.
Do you have any
I
plans
think
yet, or
we're
are
all
you
actually
thinking
wanting to go into the medical field.
in the
Oh, is that
medical
right?
field? Okay.
Oh, well,
as a
how
nurse or a doctor or just
I'm thinking, I'm not really sure. I just
okay.
want to do
Still,
something.
but you like the medical field,
Right.
Yeah, I think that's brilliant.
OBGYN related for
I've
me.
always had a passion with kids. I love kids so much. So I've always said pediatrician, and I'm thinking maybe a pediatric orthodontist.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Well, that
Wow.
would be a
Just don't
wonderful
get bit.
calling. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, let's hope.
A wonderful calling.
And
yeah.
Reese, I'm almost afraid to ask you. I mean, my gosh, with what you're doing at 11, I can't even imagine you in about another 10, 15 years from now. But do you have a thought?
Yes, sir. So basically, I'm still kind of debating on being a dentist or an orthodontist or a veterinarian.
Or veterinarian.
Yes.
Wow.
How
Wow.
wonderful, wonderful aspirations.
So
I mean,
they're
that's,
all looking somewhat medical.
yes,
which
yes,
is neat.
something we always
So-
need, whether it's kids, adults, or pets. We all need that. So that's wonderful. Well, I'll tell you, this has been truly a wonderful experience for us.
Incredible.
And we're so glad that you were able to join us this morning.
Thank you
and
so much for having
Yeah,
us.
thank
Oh,
Oh.
well, you are welcome. And
And
you really
you're going
are
to
an
be seeing
inspiration.
us.
Yes,
I promise you, every time Santa's sleigh goes into Gatlinburg,
Yes. Yeah.
we're
When-
going to be coming by for some coffee. At
I
least.
think so. I think that maybe when you come back from vacation, we'll hook up and do a live video out there.
Oh,
Wouldn't
would you
that be
guys
fun?
like that?
That'd be
That'd be
amazing.
awesome.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
I mean, I'll tell you what, it's fun. You see the shop and you think that little shop, and it's producing all this stuff, and it's
yeah.
just incredible what
And
you guys
I think
got
that's
going.
what we'd love to showcase. And as you can see, these baked goods are just unbelievable to come from the girls and that little shop of theirs. So you can't not come in there and try these out. So
So Riley, Ryan, Reese, God bless you, all
Thank
three
you.
of
Thank you
you,
so much.
and thank you for everything you're
Yes.
doing, not only for people that are coming by and making them feel good, but also for all the things you're doing for other kids. You guys are really an inspiration,
you
and
certainly
Thank
are.
you.
just
Thank you.
really no
Thank
words.
you.
No, there isn't.
Hmm.
And just to finish up here, of course, Mountain Fun Life is a channel to tune into to see what's going on in the Smoky Mountains.
Yeah, they're guiding your adventure.
Yes, they are. They are. And
And here's a new adventure for you to try. So
it is tomorrow. We're going to have Jim Johnson and James Gilly, of course, with entertainment, and goodness knows what they have up their sleeves for this week. And then Friday is going to be sports
with Rich Haley.
With Rich, and yeah, he just finished up the high school.
That was quite a championship,
yeah,
wasn't it?
It
Man.
was. It was.
And in spite of all the rains and everything else
I
they
know,
had, they
they
still managed to get everything in
They
and
did.
done, and
They did.
had
They
some
did.
amazing baseball. So
So watch Mountain Fun Life, and thank you so much for joining us today. We always appreciate you, and be kind to one another.
and we'll see you next week. Bye bye.
Bye-bye.